Recap of the Bloody Mansion. Episode 1. A stormy night in Lyon sets the stage for a deadly secret. Two cars crash. An MI6 agent known as Black Panther disappears, clutching half a mysterious crimson locket. Meanwhile, Damian Shaw, a brilliant and enigmatic scientist with ties to powerful figures, is drawn into a chilling murder investigation at an abandoned mansion. Two victims, killed with eerie precision, and a cryptic key that opens more questions than answers. As Damian delves deeper, he uncovers shadows of betrayal, hidden alliances, and a caretaker guarding secrets that refuse to stay buried. The mystery thickens, and the danger grows. Damian paused, tension tightening his chest. He edged closer to the door, pressing his ear against the cold wood. Faint murmurs drifted out, but before he could make sense of them, the door burst open. Two men stood firm, shadows swallowing their faces. "Who's there?" one demanded, voice low and dangerous. Damian's gaze sharpened. "Am I late to the game?" Silence stretched taut. "And you are?" the second man pressed, suspicion burning in his eyes. 313, Damian said, voice smooth, almost mocking. Then a rough grip yanked him inside. He didn't resist. Not yet. Dragged forward, he faced a grim assembly. 7 men encircling a table, their eyes flicking to him like predators sizing prey. At the head sat an older man, eyes cold steel. Between Damian's captors, the man in the worn leather jacket met his gaze with unreadable calm. Damian's lips curled in fury. "You ruined her. My beloved's life. Destroyed by your lies." The jacketed man's brow furrowed in confusion. "I don't know you." "But I know you. You lied, deceived her behind my back. I tolerated your betrayal once. Not again." The elder's voice cracked the tension. "Why are you here?" Ignoring the question, Damian's glare pierced the room. Suddenly, a fist collided with his jaw. Damian staggered, then steadied himself, brushing off his felt hat. "A noble's fall in a tragedy. That's how I'll lose her," he muttered. "Enough," the elder snapped. "Were you there that night?" the man demanded. Damian's silence spoke volumes. "Kill him!" the elder roared. 3 men lunged. Damian's voice cut through the chaos. "Hands up!" He pulled a small object from his pocket. The men laughed, until a burst of crimson powder erupted from a rubber doll Damian squeezed, filling the air. Coughing, eyes watering, the attackers collapsed. "Stop him!" the elder bellowed. Damian smashed a heavy object into the lamp above. Glass shattered, plunging the room into darkness. Clutching a cloth over his mouth, Damian crept toward the table's head. Behind him, chaos exploded, men blindly striking one another. His hand closed on the old man's leather briefcase. At the door, a heavy hand grabbed him. Damian struck hard, teeth shattered, and he slipped into the night. Weaving through shadowed alleys, he disappeared into the maze of streets. A taxi awaited. Damian slid inside, wiping blood from his lips, a silent vow etched in the night. Morning brought grim news. DCI Edward arrived at the scene. A young man, brown trousers, leather jacket, a fatal gunshot to the temple, discovered barely a furlong from the mansion. Edward's frustration simmered. No gunshots heard, no witnesses, no clues. He found Damian in his flat, calm yet focused, scanning notes. "Why the armed watch last night?" Edward demanded. Damian's gaze was steady. "Because something is coming. I don't remember if I said so outright. Another body's been found. Shot in the head. Who? Unknown. No one heard a thing. Did anyone try entering the mansion? Number only. The body arrived. Caretaker? Still there. No sign of leaving." Edward sighed. "Why all the secrecy?" "Because this runs deeper than you imagine." Edward leaned back. "I need facts, not riddles." Damian's eyes narrowed. "Tonight, you'll see the next step. But the caretaker must be watched. No breaks." Edward nodded. "And the message for Whitmore's daughter?" "Tell her the threat is gone. The rival eliminated." Edward's tone hardened. No more games. Tell me everything." Damian's voice dropped. "Genevieve will soon be a widow. Then the arrangement begins." Edward's face darkened. "Enough. Say one more word, and your life becomes difficult." Edward lit a cigarette. "Your family doubts you. I can ensure they hear everything." Damian's stare was ice. "Let them. I'm ready." Edward shook his head. "You're a liability. Then don't rely on me. I'm in control." Edward warned, "Cross me, and you'll be arrested." Damian's voice cut sharp. "Try." He opened a cupboard, retrieving the briefcase taken the night before. He handed it to Edward. Edward opened it, revealing half a deep crimson locket. His voice dropped to a whisper. "This belonged to Philip Barrett, Deputy Director of Britain's Foreign Affairs, killed 7 years ago in Lyon, France." Damian's eyes narrowed. Edward continued. The locket was split. One half with Barrett at his death, the other half with his MI6 escort, Black Panther. He survived but disappeared. Edward looked at Damian. "The half found in the briefcase belonged to those criminals here." Damian folded his arms. "So this is tied to that old murder?" Edward nodded. "More than a local crime now." Damian's voice was steel. "Keep the briefcase secure. Watch the mansion. This goes deeper than we thought." Edward pulled out his phone. "Backup is coming." Damian's gaze held firm. "If they come for me, they'll find I'm ready." Later that night, Damian arrived at Edward's house. Without a word, he handed Edward an envelope. Edward read, "Return the briefcase. If it reaches the police, you're dead. Come alone to the racecourse at 11 p.m. Bring the briefcase. No matter how many with you, a bullet will find you." Edward's tension was palpable. "I'll return it," Damian said. "Are you mad?" Edward asked. "No choice." Edward sighed. "Do you have a weapon?" "No." "I'll arrange one." "Leave it. I want no noise." Edward folded the letter. "Then let's end this tonight. 10 minutes." They left for the mansion. Damian ordered, "Keep the caretaker occupied. I'll handle the rest." Outside the mansion, an armed guard stood watch. Edward approached the caretaker's chamber. The door creaked open. Inside, the caretaker glared, eyes glowing faintly. "What do you want?" he spat. "Routine check," Edward said. "I don't understand this madness. Police acting like fools." "Fools?" "The ones chasing treasure in the martyr's grave. We can't have bodies turning up. The grave may be exhumed. You'll pay for this. Blood will spill." Edward checked his watch. 15 minutes since Damian left. Suddenly, a low rumble. The walls shifted, revealing a hidden doorway. The caretaker shrieked, disappearing into darkness. Edward followed, descending into a silent basement beneath the martyr's grave. He saw the caretaker exit the crime room. "You ruined me!" the man shouted, rushing inside. The torch revealed knives embedded in plaster, blades hidden in a secret compartment. The caretaker shoved Edward and fled into the grave. Edward fired his revolver, but the man vanished. Outside, guards swore no one left. Edward's mind raced. Where was Damian? What secrets had he uncovered? Suddenly, Damian appeared, eyes pained. "So it was you," Edward said. "I hope I survive a few more days," Damian gasped. "What did you find?" "Other half of the crimson locket. Black Panther's piece." Edward's eyes widened. That secret is no longer hidden. And the caretaker? Gone. Damian's gaze was steel. Both halves together, the truth will come. Edward nodded grimly. The phone rang insistently in Damian's room. He ignored it, reading. After several rings, he sighed. "Elias," he called. "Sir? Who's calling?" "Phone, sir." Damian took the receiver. "Damian," a harsh voice said. "Why didn't you show at the racecourse?" "Not your concern." "What was that?" "I was talking to my servant." "Why? Answer me." "The briefcase is worth £2 million now. Offer more and we can negotiate." "Your end is near." "Noted. Tonight's your last chance. After that, you may be found in a gutter. I'm preparing." Listen well. Understood. Damian hung up. The phone rang again. I'm busy. Donate this phone. You mentioned money. A pen? Not money. £2 million. Tonight. Do you know me? As well as fingers know each other? I'm a fool. Racecourse is empty. If you double-cross me, who will I complain to? Not happening. Send your man with the money to Django nightclub. I guarantee return of the briefcase. Any tricks? Number Y, accept consequences. Fine. You'll be under fire. I never held a revolver. Damian smiled, chewing gum. Just before 8, Damian arrived at Django nightclub. Leather briefcase under arm, he scanned the crowded room. Genevieve sat, glass in hand. He approached. Here I am, my lady, he said, bowing slightly. Her smile was soft. Damian, time with you is never dull. Their eyes locked. The air thickened. Damian's gaze flicked to a man watching him. He withdrew the briefcase, tucking it close. The man winked. Damian returned it. I'll be back, Damian said softly. He moved toward the man's table. Got it? The man whispered. Right here, Damian nodded. Good. Take it and vanish quietly. Why the rush? Edward's watching. Could be tails. No tricks? Number I need cash. Try anything and you won't escape. The man left. Damian returned to Genevieve. Settled? She asked. Quietly. Outside, 2 men approached the man with the briefcase. Got it? Yes. Contents inside? Didn't check. Fool. Where open it? Not here. They entered a car, driving down empty roads. The eldest unlocked the briefcase with a wire. Suddenly, frogs hopped inside. The men cursed. Silence, the elder snapped. He suspected police watching. Don't lie. I cleared the area. He's finished. Stop the car. The vehicle halted. The elder pondered. Who was with him? A woman, drinking. That's impossible. Damian doesn't drink. He did. The elder fell silent. Turn back. I'll kill him at the club. The traitor. The car reversed toward the city. He's probably dead. No, the elder growled. He's no fool. Maybe gone. Quiet. I'll find him. Even in his home. Damian stepped outside the compound, hearing a car start. He returned inside. Where were you? Genevieve asked, eyes heavy. Fresh air, Damian said. She laughed softly. He checked his watch. He dialed Edward. Move now. He rejoined 3 acquaintances, laughing softly, but watching the entrance. Suddenly, the old man with the briefcase appeared. Damian's talk sharpened, but a cold steel pressed into his side. Mr. Damian, the old man said, smiling faintly. Come outside. Of course, Damian replied smoothly, but I hold a complaint. They stepped outside, gun pressed harder. The old man demanded, Where's the locket? Damian twisted free, punched him, seized the revolver. The old man staggered, caught by his men. Where's the £2 million? Suddenly, 8 men attacked fiercely. Edward, Damian shouted. The man fled, but Damian fired, hitting his leg. The man collapsed. Damian dropped the gun, feigning distress. Edward rushed, shining his light. Damian yanked off the man's fake beard. Edward gasped. Alistair Langley? Langley tried to run. Damian stopped him with a swift kick. Yes, Alistair Langley. Foreign spy. Traitor. The next morning, Edward sat with Damian. I ended a traitor's life. Who'd have thought? Edward asked. And the gravekeeper? Damian's gaze hardened. Nathan, Black Panther. He traveled with Barrett. Barrett died. Nathan vanished. He bought the house, made a trap, a grave with deadly knives. The servant died. Nathan disguised himself as the caretaker. He transferred ownership but kept a room, lured criminals with the locket. I caught the ringleader. Nathan is gone. Edward nodded. Keep Nathan's name secret. Exclude Vivian Whitemore from files. Edward nodded and asked, Where's the money from Langley? Damian smiled coldly. Split it? Number into government hands. Damian lunged, grabbing the leather bag from the table. Edward wrestled it back and opened it. A black snake slithered out. Edward screamed, jumping on furniture until Damian crushed the snake's head beneath his heel. The snake wrapped around Damian's leg, but he broke free as Edward flailed. "You're mad," Edward gasped. "Maybe, but last night's hesitation would have been my end." "Alistair Langley?" "Yes. We exchanged frogs and snakes," Damian said, chewing gum, the old cold and careless smirk returning. This concludes the first story in the Obscura Archives series, The Bloody Mansion. If you want to watch part 1 of The Bloody Mansion, the link is available in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And don't forget to stay tuned for Damian's next case. We'll be back soon, so you won't have to wait long. Thank you for watching.